Hey, Jojo Williams here. Today I wanted to cut this video to talk about something so near and dear to my heart, and I know this is going to resonate with somebody out there. Disabilities, illnesses, diseases. Anyone who is suffering from, afflicted by anything that limits you physically, I want to share my story with you. I've always been a very hard-headed, independent woman. I know that may come as a shock to many of you. Just kidding. There was a deep-seated belief in me that I didn't deserve love, that I didn't deserve to ask for help, and that to ask for help or to be vulnerable made me weak. I always felt that I needed to do it all. I needed to fix everything, take care of everybody, and that's really how I gained my worth, gained my love, was through doing it and not asking for help and smiling through it all and always being that tough, strong JoJo. When I was told at the age of 38 that I was 90% disabled, and I started living a lot of my life in a wheelchair, especially when I had to go anywhere that required any walking, I couldn't go. And I remember there was a weekend kind of outing that my family and another family who were close friends with me and our kids were taking. And I knew I wouldn't be able to do the walking to the river and so forth. So we went and rented a wheelchair for me to be able to go on this day trip with my kids and my family. And that was the first acceptance of, I wasn't willing to give up being able to go in exchange for not having to be in the wheelchair. What happened along the way, and it really started on that day when my son was pushing me and I had to ask for help with this and that, I realized that I had a reason to ask for help. I had no choice, really. I had to ask for help. And all of a sudden, all these people that I took care of in my life were willing to take care of me and to help me. And I no longer had to just do it all on my own. And there was a sense of wholeness that came from that, a sense of relief that came from that. And I began to build this identity over the years to come with my disabilities, with my conditions, and built this entire identity around them because they gave me what I had always wanted: help, but was afraid to ask for help. And so I learned, especially in the past year, one book that really hit me was Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and then the following book, I read them both, A New Earth. And I learned a lot about ego identities and how we attach to these identities. And I had attached to the identity of disabled because it allowed me to get the help that deep down inside I didn't truly believe I deserved. And over the past 5 years, I've been on this amazing journey of self-discovery, self-love, trying to find myself, learning to remember myself. I was never lost. I just lied to myself a lot and been lied to by life a lot. Letting go of that ego identity as disabled or afflicted by some condition or some disease was scary. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was afraid to lose the help. But what I've learned along the way is that I can have these amazing relationships of reciprocity in my life, an equal give and take with people who learn that it's okay to ask for help from me and I can be okay asking for help from them. And when we can help each other, we do. When we can't, we don't. But loving ourselves and each other unconditionally through it all with no expectation. And through doing that, I have released that ego identity as disabled and become more and more able and started challenging myself in more and more ways. And that led me to that aha moment that took place in Orlando when I said, this is the next step. This is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take my life back. I'm going to take my health back, and I'm going to lose this weight. And this journey has been amazing. And so I just wanted to share that story because I think there might be somebody out there who maybe is right in the middle of that identity, right in the center of that, and doesn't even know that it's an identity that you build around that for the sake of getting help. And it's okay to ask for help. We can simply say, hey, I need help. We do deserve that. You do deserve that. Have an amazing day. I love you all.